Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. Today I'm going to be talking about some PC stuff. I'm going to be talking about the Asus ROG 1650 Ryzen 5 3600X cooler change. Now this goes for any AM4 or 5 motherboard, but this specific pre-built comes with this little tiny cooler, and it's kind of hard to see in proportion and over camera, but this is a 90mm fan. A 120 is about that much bigger where my fingers are. So this is a pretty small fan to cool a pretty hot CPU. If you know the Ryzen 5 3600X, you know that it gets toasty. It has some random weird spikes that you got to worry about and stuff like that. So I'm going to show y'all what I actually did here, because I've had a lot of PCs in my time, and when I had a Ryzen 9 3900X, I was actually running an air cooler, which is not recommended, but that's what came with the box. So let me show y'all what I got. Okay, y'all, so here's the PC right here. It's an Asus ROG 1650 Ryzen 5 3600X computer. As you can see, there's the pretty stickers. Here's what the computer looks like. Most pre-builts fail to do this, but there's decent ventilation all the way around. And as you can see, that cooler right there did not come with this. That came with the Ryzen 9 3900X, which is a much more powerful CPU, much higher TDP. 95 watts, I think, is the TDP of the Ryzen 9 3900X, but for the Ryzen 5, I think it's 65 TDP. This is the cooler that came on this thing. And as you see, it has a normal Ryzen latch, is what I like to call it. So this is how you mount it. It goes down like this, then you force it down like that, then you hit that lever. Now the problem with this is, other coolers don't use this, so if you want to use an aftermarket cooler, you'd have to take that whole assembly off, and you have the risk of it not fitting on a pre-built like this. But that cooler right there did fit, because it has the same exact assembly. If you've ever had an older Ryzen 9 or an older Ryzen 7, a 3700X, a 3900X, any of those CPUs, you would know that it comes with that cooler right there, and that cooler fits that Ryzen bracket that comes on every single Ryzen motherboard. So, in conclusion, this keeps the Ryzen 5 3600X way cooler than, this little puny cooler over here did. I was getting consistent 75 degrees doing nothing, with spikes up to 85. This right here, I'm not seeing over 42 while gaming at some points. And yes, it is loud. Okay, I don't care. I have music going in the background. I have everything else going. But let's take a look at these temperatures. So when we come up here, as you can see, CPU temperatures right here. If I look at even the highest point, we hit 70, 73. But this is average. This is our average. Our average is from 44 to 56. Go ahead and Google that. That's a good average. At basically 100% CPU usage, we were at 67 degrees. That's good, guys. That's good for having not good air pressure. That's good for a pre-built, and that's good for any PC. If you do your research, you'll figure that out. And to be honest, as you see, we're sitting at 37 while having all of this open. So if you have this CPU cooler sitting around, I recommend it. Go grab yourself some decent thermal paste, throw a pea-sized dot on there, do it right, and you'll have a louder but cool running computer no matter your setup. So I definitely recommend this. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it, and hopefully you learned something from it. I'll see y'all later, and peace out.